49ers faithful. Let's dive right into the action because today was an incredible day for the San Francisco 49ers. Coming off the bye week, the team looked refreshed, sharp, and ready to dominate, and they absolutely delivered. From the very first snap, you could feel the energy on the field. Kyle Shanahan and Brock Purdy had clearly been working on precision, and the offense came out with a level of efficiency that was hard to ignore. San Francisco scored on each of their first 5 drives, setting the tone for a commanding performance. In fact, scoring on the first 4 drives of the game had not happened for the Niners since Week 13 of the previous season against the Pittsburgh Steelers, which immediately highlighted just how well-prepared and focused the team was coming out of their week off. The offensive numbers were impressive across the board. San Francisco put up 430 total yards, with 292 passing yards and 138 on the ground. They converted 9 of 15 third downs and controlled the clock for over 15 minutes more than their opponent, emphasizing the dominance and balance in both strategy and execution. The story, though, revolved around Brock Purdy. Purdy was exceptional, demonstrating mobility, creativity, and precision that we've rarely seen this season. It was a performance reminiscent of some of the most improvisational quarterbacks in college history, the kind who could extend plays, make off-structure throws, and keep defenses guessing. Purdy's ability to adapt, read the field, and execute both in the pocket and on the move made the Niners' offense almost unstoppable. Completing 23 of 30 passes for 295 yards, throwing 3 touchdowns, and adding 44 rushing yards, Purdy showcased a level of play that reminded fans just how dangerous he can be when fully healthy. While it's true that the Tennessee Titans are not among the strongest teams in the league, the NFL is never as simple as it seems. Every Sunday, any team can shock you. Even teams with less impressive records have elite talent capable of creating big plays. Tennessee's Jeffrey Simmons, for example, dominated inside, proving that the Niners were not facing a team without challenges. San Francisco had to execute at a high level to secure this win, and they did. Every player on the offensive side contributed, from George Kittle, who had 8 catches for 88 yards and a touchdown, to Juwan Jennings connecting for 2 touchdowns, demonstrating the depth and versatility of the receiving corps. Ricky Pearsall also stepped up with 6 catches for 96 yards, including a long of 38, showing that the Niners have multiple weapons ready to stretch the field and create explosive plays. Christian McCaffrey, Kendrick Bourne, Demarcus Robinson, and Kyle Juszczyk each added valuable contributions, making this offense dynamic and difficult to defend. The balance between the run and pass game was another highlight. San Francisco carried 38 rushes for 138 yards, emphasizing Kyle Shanahan's philosophy that a strong run game opens up the passing lanes. While the team began the game airing it out heavily, the running game still established itself as a crucial component, keeping defenses honest and creating opportunities for Purdy and the receivers. The Niners are at their best when this balance exists, combining a versatile passing attack with a productive running game to control both the clock and the tempo of the game. It is precisely this synergy that allows them to dominate in critical moments and maintain efficiency across the field. That said, the defense had some moments that raised concerns. Tennessee managed to gain significant yardage on the ground, with 20 carries for 136 yards, including notable runs by Tony Pollard and Taj Spears. There were also explosive plays through the air, including a 34-yard touchdown and another reception that gained 43 yards. While San Francisco ultimately held on and prevented these plays from swinging the game entirely, it underscored the importance of tightening defensive execution for the remainder of the season. The Niners cannot afford to be inconsistent against the run or allow too many breakdowns in coverage, especially with challenging matchups ahead. Young defenders are showing growth, but the absence of marquee players due to injuries makes maintaining a high level of play even more critical. Despite these concerns, the offense carried the team, proving that San Francisco can remain competitive and dangerous even when the defense has lapses. Looking at the broader context in the NFC, today's results made this victory even more significant. Other teams around the Niners, including the Los Angeles Rams, the Seattle Seahawks, and the Chicago Bears, all won their respective games, meaning San Francisco needed this win to remain in the hunt for the division title and to keep a strong position in the NFC playoff picture. With the Rams winning at home against Detroit, the Seahawks edging out the Colts with a last-second field goal, and the Bears dominating Cleveland, the Niners had to prove that they could perform under pressure. And perform they did. The win not only solidifies their place as the 6th seed in the NFC, but also demonstrates that this team is capable of responding to challenges and rising to the occasion when the stakes are high. One of the most fascinating aspects of this game was witnessing Brock Purdy's dual-threat capability in action. For the first time this season outside of the opening game against Seattle, Purdy showed the mobility, improvisational skill, and quick decision-making that make him one of the most exciting quarterbacks in the league. He was able to extend plays, make precise throws downfield, and create opportunities with his legs, effectively turning potential defensive stops into productive plays. His performance underscores the importance of having a quarterback who can adapt in real time, make high-level reads, and deliver consistent results even when facing pressure. The offensive line deserves recognition as well, as they created the pockets and running lanes necessary for this high-level execution. They gave Purdy time to operate, allowed the running game to establish rhythm, and ensured that receivers had the windows they needed to make explosive plays. San Francisco's coaching staff also deserves credit, as the game plan was both aggressive and disciplined, balancing the passing and running attack while keeping the defense honest. When the offense is firing on all cylinders, as it was today, it is capable of controlling the flow of the game and dictating tempo, which is exactly what the Niners accomplished. Despite the defensive issues, there were also bright spots on that side of the ball. The young players displayed flashes of potential, making tackles and executing schemes successfully in critical situations. While not perfect, the defense did enough to support the dominant offensive output, proving that even with some weaknesses, San Francisco has the talent and coaching to navigate through challenging matchups. As the season progresses, the focus will need to shift toward consistency and minimizing big plays given up through both the air and on the ground. Strengthening communication, tackling efficiency, and coverage discipline will be crucial if the Niners want to sustain this level of performance and make a deep playoff run. Today's game also highlighted the importance of team depth and adaptability. With injuries impacting key players, the Niners had to rely on the broader roster to step up and contribute meaningfully. Players like Demarcus Robinson and Kendrick Bourne demonstrated their ability to integrate seamlessly into the offense, ensuring that the team maintained high performance regardless of personnel changes. This adaptability is a hallmark of championship-caliber teams, showing that San Francisco is not just relying on star power, but also on preparation, execution, and the depth of their roster. Finally, the timing of this victory could not have been better. The NFC playoff picture is becoming increasingly complex, with the Rams firmly in control at 11-3, the Seahawks and Bears maintaining strong positions, and the Niners needing to stay in striking distance to have a shot at the division title. By coming through in this game, San Francisco not only secured an important win, but also sent a statement to the rest of the conference that they are a team to be reckoned with. With 10 wins and 4 losses, the Niners are positioned to continue pushing forward, relying on the balance of their high-powered offense and the lessons learned from defensive challenges to guide them in the weeks ahead. As we shift our focus to what this win means for the Niners moving forward, it is impossible to ignore the ripple effects across the NFC. With the Rams securing the number 1 seed and the Seahawks maintaining a strong position, every remaining game takes on an elevated level of importance. The Niners are at a point where every win counts, and a margin for error has shrunk dramatically. The team's performance against Tennessee was not just a showcase of offensive prowess, but also a test of their resilience under pressure. With the division still up for grabs, San Francisco must continue to demonstrate the kind of precision and discipline that we saw today, while also addressing the vulnerabilities that could threaten their progress in the playoff race. Looking at the individual performances, Brock Purdy's game was nothing short of spectacular. His completion rate, the efficiency of his reads, and his ability to improvise when plays broke down highlighted his growth as a quarterback. Beyond the raw numbers, it was the way he commanded the field that stood out. He had an almost cinematic presence, manipulating defenses with subtle movements and making decisions that maximized the talent around him. When receivers like George Kittle, Jawan Jennings, and Ricky Pearsall were in motion, Purdy's ability to deliver the ball accurately, even under pressure, created opportunities that would have been impossible with a less mobile or less confident quarterback. Each play seemed to build on the last, establishing a rhythm that allowed the Niners to dictate the pace of the game and maintain control from start to finish. George Kittle's recent form continues to be a cornerstone of this offense. His 8 catches for 88 yards and a touchdown were indicative of his ability to impact every facet of the passing game. Whether it's drawing attention from multiple defenders or making critical third-down conversions, Kittle remains a vital weapon for the Niners. Alongside him, Jawan Jennings has formed a connection with Purdy that seems increasingly unbreakable. Their understanding of timing, spacing, and routes allows for big plays in both the red zone and on the perimeter, creating mismatches that can exploit any defensive scheme. Meanwhile, Ricky Pearsall's 6 catches for 96 yards demonstrated that depth and versatility are just as crucial to this offense as star power. Even Christian McCaffrey, when involved in both the passing and running game, adds layers of unpredictability that keep defenses off balance. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. There's growing unease surrounding the San Francisco 49ers as whispers from within the team suggest a season-threatening injury to one of their key players. Sources close to the organization are reporting that a serious injury has been confirmed, and it appears the star in question will be sidelined for an extended period, leaving the team in a precarious position as the season progresses. While the identity of the injured player has not been officially disclosed, speculation is rampant, with many pointing to a crucial position on the field. The 49ers have long been considered Super Bowl contenders, but this latest development has sent shockwaves through their fan base and the wider league. The timing of the injury couldn't be worse for the team, as they were poised for another playoff run. The loss of this player could alter their entire trajectory for the remainder of the campaign. Rumors have started circulating about the nature of the injury itself, with some insiders suggesting it's far more severe than initially anticipated. Team officials have remained tight-lipped, but there's no denying the increased anxiety within the organization. As fans hold their breath, analysts are starting to assess how the 49ers can cope without one of their top performers. Will they have enough depth to fill the gap? Or will the loss prove insurmountable in their pursuit of a championship? The 49ers have been no strangers to injury woes in recent seasons, but this one feels different. With the stakes higher than ever and expectations through the roof, losing such a pivotal player could unravel the careful balance that head coach Kyle Shanahan has worked so hard to establish. Some suggest that the team could make a move on the trade market, but that would come with its own set of challenges. A source inside the locker room hinted that morale among players has taken a hit, and tensions are beginning to rise as the uncertainty looms large. The next few weeks are critical for the 49ers as they navigate not only the fallout from this devastating injury, but also the mental and physical toll it will take on the rest of the roster. Some say the pressure is mounting, and it will take a major effort for this team to overcome the odds and stay competitive. Fans and analysts alike are now asking the same question. Can the 49ers salvage their season, or is this the beginning of the end? With the injury reports pouring in and no clear timeline for recovery, it's impossible to know exactly what the future holds for this team. One thing is for sure, though, San Francisco is in a race against time, and every decision made in the coming days will be crucial. In an already unpredictable NFL season, this latest blow to one of its most promising teams has left everyone wondering if the 49ers can weather this storm or if their hopes for glory will slip away. Only time will tell if they can rebound from what seems like a devastating setback. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.